This video is not for kids. This video may contain suggestive themes, graphic images, and triggering topics. Anything said within this video is for strict research purposes only. This channel nor this video condones any harassment or illegal activities from any reaction you may have from this content.
While most of the Michael fans were mourning his loss, there were many of us that wanted to know exactly what had happened to him. I attended the public memorial on July 7, 2009 with my girlfriend Janeia. We had seats that were far enough but close enough for us to see everything. We could see the smiles, the weirdness of staff whispering and shifting certain people around the arena. One of these men was Sean Diddy Combs. He would be seated next to Tome, who worked for Michael. I found it strange but didn't think anything of it till Janeia and I left the memorial. We would hit the highway driving from the Staples Center just talking and listening to Michael when Janeia asked me to tell her about that silly topic on Michael that I've been mentioning since the 25th of June. Did I mention I am a follower of the death hoax of Michael Jackson? I've been following it since I was 16 years old, and it all started with me watching the Just Mr. P YouTube channel. After many years of watching his videos, he and I would become friends. He would share with me everything he knew about the death hoax. However, he did say that things for him has gotten bad over the years of researching the death hoax. Just Mr. P shared with me that he would receive threats through email and social media telling him to back off and that he was getting too close for comfort on the information he was putting into his videos. My name is Chloe Jennia, and this is my journey through the rabbit hole of the Michael Jackson death hoax. Help me make this mystery unfold.
Okay, I hate to interrupt, but I have something to say. I'm Janeia Nunn. I've known Chloe forever, since the sandbox. But her following Just Mr. P and that death hoax made her forget what was truly important. Our friendship. I never thought I would get roped into any of this. I'm on my business and I don't follow the death hoax. I'm a major skeptic of all these conspiracy theories. Chloe knows how I feel when it comes to Michael. I will beat somebody's ass over Michael. That night during our road trip to New York, I told her that I didn't want to go. I didn't want her to go either. I damn sure didn't want to see Just Mr. P get smashed into that van.
It was a quiet, rain-slicked night as Chloe and Janeia drove down the darkened highway outside New York City. The soft patter of rain on the windshield matched the rhythmic sweep of the wipers, slicing through the tension that hung in the air like fog. The only light came from distant highway signs and the dashboard's glow. Shadows danced on their faces as they passed beneath overpasses, each stretch of darkness deeper than the last. Janeia, at the wheel, held her usual composure, but her knuckles were pale from gripping the steering wheel. Chloe stared out the window, her MJ shirt catching faint glimmers of passing headlights. "You really think he's gonna tell us everything?" Chloe asked, breaking the silence. Her voice was cautious, tinged with doubt. Janeia didn't answer right away. She kept her eyes on the road. "He better. Just Mr. P has been teasing the truth for months. If anyone knows what really happened, it's him. I wouldn't be involved if it wasn't for you." Chloe glanced at her, skeptical. But why now? Why reach out after all these years? Janeia finally looked over, the seriousness in her eyes impossible to ignore. "Because someone's closing in. And I think he knows he's running out of time." Chloe says, "Running out of time from what?" The GPS interrupted with its mechanical chime. "You have arrived at your destination." They pulled up in front of a plain brick building, the kind of place that looked like it could vanish by morning. A single light glowed in a third-story window, faint and flickering. Chloe reached for the door handle but froze. A low rumble echoed from the street corner. "Janeia," she whispered. A black, unmarked van rolled slowly into view. No headlights. No license plate. Janeia leaned forward, squinting. "Stay in the car. Something's off." Suddenly, the van jolted to a stop. Two men in suits and dark sunglasses leapt out with military precision. They disappeared into the building. Moments later, they returned, dragging someone. Just Mr. P. He was struggling, kicking, shouting words they couldn't hear through the rain. "That's him," Chloe gasped. Janeia didn't wait. She slammed the gear into drive. "Buckle up." The van sped away with blinding speed. Janeia followed, tires screeching as they turned onto a wet highway ramp. Chloe clutched the door handle, her heart pounding in her ears. "Who are they?" she yelled. Janeia swerved to avoid another car. "I don't know, but they knew exactly where to find him. This wasn't random." Up ahead, the van was weaving between cars, trying to lose them. Then, without warning, the back doors burst open. Just Mr. P appeared, struggling to stand upright as the van swerved. He looked battered. His eyes found them. A silent plea. Then he hurled a brown backpack into the air. It tumbled across the highway, landing with a heavy thud. Janeia veered hard to catch it. Pop! A tire exploded. The car skidded wildly, spinning once before Janeia got control and pulled them to the shoulder. "No, no, no!" Chloe cried. "They're getting away!" They watched helplessly as the van vanished into the misty night. Rain still pouring, they dashed into the grass, mud soaking their sneakers. Janeia snatched up the backpack. It was soaked, scuffed, and smelled like motor oil. Chloe unzipped it quickly. Inside, a cracked laptop, wires sticking out like nerves. And a small portable hard drive, its LED blinking dimly. One word, scribbled on the tape across it, silence.exe. Janeia held it like it was radioactive. "This is what they didn't want us to have." Chloe nodded. "We need to get somewhere safe." The neon sign buzzed above them. The motel smelled of bleach and secrets. Chloe locked the door behind them while Janeia cleared the table. "Let's see what just Mr. P tossed out of the van," Janeia muttered. She plugged the drive into a borrowed laptop. The screen flickered. A single folder appears on screen and read the words "Truth Vault." Inside it, dozens of files, videos, images. A folder labeled "Rehearsal Never Ended." Chloe gasped as Janeia opened one. Grainy footage. July 3, 2009. Michael Jackson walking through a private rehearsal space. Alive. Speaking. Laughing. "This can't be real," Chloe whispered. Just then, the motel phone rang. They both freeze. Chloe shook her head. "Don't answer it." The laptop screen blinked and flickered as if the hard drive was glitched. Janeia yanked the cord from the wall. The screen went dark. "Chloe, quietly, they know." Janeia whispers back in annoyance, "They know what?" Heavy footsteps passed outside the door. Chloe and Janeia backed toward the bathroom, quietly gasping. Chloe clutched the backpack. Janeia held a lamp like a weapon. The footsteps paused at the motel door, and then kept walking. They both exhaled. Janeia turned to Chloe. "We have to leave. Now." Chloe looked down at the drive. "Not without this." This is your narrator, Just Mr. P, and if you enjoyed this death hoax related fanfiction, then stay tuned for part 2. Also, before you go, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. Much love, everybody, and I'll see you next time.